regulator clamped down on Paytm Payment Bank, which had led many in the industry to question the gravity of the concerns which RBI had, because of which it took these severe actions. Now, today you had the Reserve Bank of India governor saying that, these are general observations that they had to make about the industry, about all regulated players in the financial ecosystem. That includes your fintechs, that includes your banks and your non-bank companies as well. And he said that over the years, RBI has significantly deepened its supervisory control over all of these entities. Its approach and methods have evolved and deepened in the last few years, and that the emphasis of the regulator has always been, when such issues come to light, that there is a bilateral engagement. So this is not a one-way street where the Reserve Bank of India finds an issue and it takes an action. It alerts the entity that these are the deficiencies we have seen, these are the things you must rectify and put in place. And with these bilateral engagements, RBI says it nudges all these regulated entities to take corrective actions to fix the problem. Now, when RBI says even this bilateral engagement does not work, when the regulated entity shows no signs of fixing the issue, it is at that point, after giving a sufficient time to the entity to make good on some of these lapses, what warranted those restrictions were also quite severe, the lapses, and therefore this action was forced by the regulator. The governor also saying that RBI is a very responsible regulator, a responsible supervisor, and their actions at the end of the day are keeping in mind the best interest of the consumers, of the depositors, and the overall financial stability of the ecosystem. The governor also said there have been lots of concerns, clarifications, queries that have come in from various stakeholders, from the public in general, from media and so on. And therefore, to clarify and put all of these matters to rest, the Reserve Bank of India is going to issue a detailed FAQ, or frequently answered questions, on this Paytm matter in the next few days, as early as next week itself, which should put to rest some of the questions that the public may have about what lies ahead for them as users of Paytm and so on. Additionally, RBI also said, let there be no doubt whatsoever that RBI is not against any kind of innovation in technology. In fact, they support fintechs, they support innovation, and they support technology in the financial ecosystem. So this was the Reserve Bank of India governor addressing larger issues around compliance by entities like Paytm. In separate instances throughout the press conference today, you also had the Deputy Governor, Swaminathan, also addressed the Paytm issue, and he said, we gave more than sufficient time to Paytm Payment Bank to rectify the issue, and it's only after that that these actions were taken, and they were taken keeping in mind the best interest of depositors. And, to a question on what the lapses were, the governor also said that while the media may have been pointing out KYC issues, there were many, many more concerns as well, because of which RBI was forced to act. So the clear message coming or the takeaway from the governor's comments on the Paytm issue today is that these lapses were severe, and it does not look like these restrictions on Paytm Payment Bank are going away anytime soon, and that it is after much thought, much deliberation, on the basis of the significant lapses, that such a severe restriction has been placed. Now, if you are a Paytm user, if you use your Paytm app to scan and make UPI payments, you do not get affected. What does get affected is Paytm wallet. So if you have loaded some money onto your wallet that you're using to pay for your Uber or your Swiggy or any other transaction, make sure you use that entire sum as soon as possible. There's no restriction on how long you may take, or you may choose to withdraw that balance. So as a customer, you will not get affected. RBI has ensured that there is sufficient time for you to utilize or withdraw your balances. But a more detailed FAQ will be coming. And of course, these are, some of the observations that the regulator has made about the Paytm issue. If you follow CNBC-TV18, we've told you in detail the series of lapses since 2018 which caused the RBI to act. They range from, KYC or Know Your Customer deficiencies to related party transactions between the bank and the parent entity not being disclosed, to false submissions and compliances being made by Paytm Payment Bank. All of these put together led to the action on Paytm Payment Bank. Tune into CNBC-TV18 for all of your latest updates, and follow our website, our social media, if you want to know more about Paytm. Thanks for tuning in.